गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन, वेलकम टू स्टडी टेकी। तो आज हम एक क्लैट का पैसेज करेंगे जो कि है मेंटेनेंस के ऊपर। मेंटेनेंस तो आप सब जानते ही होंगे। मेंटेनेंस होता है एक ऐसा अमाउंट जो कि इंडिपेंडेंट स्पाउस अपने डिपेंडेंट स्पाउस को भेजता है मंथली स्टाइपेंड में या फिर लमसम अमाउंट में। उसे मेंटेनेंस कहते हैं। हमारे ऊपर ना कई बार कुछ गलतफहमी होती है कि दिस मेंटेनेंस इज ओनली फॉर वाइफ एंड हस्बैंड। तो ये मेंटेनेंस माइनर चाइल्ड, लेजिटिमेट और इलेजिटिमेट ओल्ड पर्सन्स मतलब पेरेंट्स भी क्लेम कर सकते हैं। तो लेट अस गेट इनटू दिस मेंटेनेंस पैसेज। The concept of the maintenance primarily aims to ensure financially dependent spouse receives support from the financially independent spouse, particularly in cases of divorce or separation. This support allows the dependent spouse to maintain a living standard similar to what they had during marriage. Maintenance covers essential needs such as food, shelter, clothing, and other comfort expected by a rational person. Maintenance is provided by a person upon whom another is financially dependent. The amount depends on the earner income and dependent person's need, aligning with the rational person requires for normal life. ठीक है? Under the Hindu Adoption and the Maintenance Act, eligible individuals for the maintenance include wife, widow, daughter-in-law, widow whose husband is now not more, so he can claim the maintenance from his husband's parent, children, and aged parents. In term meaning here is temporary. In-term maintenance is provided from the date of the filing of the petition until the dismissal of the suit. Here, the meaning of this line is कि when the case for the divorce or the maintenance is filed, ठीक है, डिवोर्स लेके केस फाइल किया, डिवोर्स ਦੇ ਕੇਸ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਦ ਤੱਕ ਡਿਵੋਰਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ ਇਨ ਟਰਮ ਮੇਨਟੇਨੈਂਸ। ਜਦ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਡਿਵੋਰਸ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਰਮਾਨੈਂਟ ਮੇਨਟੇਨੈਂਸ ਲਈ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਉਹ ਡਿਸੀਜਨ ਤੇ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਕਰਦਾ। ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਨਟੇਨੈਂਸ ਲਈ ਕੇਸ ਵੀ ਫਾਈਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਨਾ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਨ ਟਰਮ ਮੇਨਟੇਨੈਂਸ ਮਿਲਣ ਦੀ ਪੋਸਿਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਹੈ। ਤੇ ਐਂਡ ਤੇ ਜੋ ਡਿਸੀਜਨ ਆਊਗਾ ਉਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਜੋ ਪਰਮਾਨੈਂਟ ਮੇਨਟੇਨੈਂਸ ਆ ਉਹ ਮਿਲੂਗੀ। Its primary purpose is to meet the immediate, urgent needs of the petitioner, covering both procedural expenses and other costs during the proceeding. Permanent maintenance is awarded after the judicial proceeding. Before judicial proceeding, you can claim interim maintenance, resulting in divorce or judicial separation. Under the Hindu law, the dependent spouse can seek maintenance to sustain their standard of living during the marriage. Section 24 of the Hindu Marriage Act addresses interim maintenance claims by both husband and wife. दोनों ही maintenance claim कर सकते हैं। Whereas to section 25 ਆ ਉਹ ਡੀਲ ਕਰਦਾ ਵਾ ਪਰਮਾਨੈਂਟ ਮੇਨਟੇਨੈਂਸ ਦਾ, ਜੋ ਕਿ ਡਿਸੀਜਨ ਤੇ ਲਮਸਮ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਵੀ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦਾ ਜਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਪੀਰੀਓਡਿਕਲੀ, ਮੰਥਲੀ, ਐਨੂਅਲੀ, ਵੀਕਲੀ ਵੀ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦਾ। According to the section 18(1) of the Hindu Adoption Maintenance Act, wife is entitled to maintenance from her husband until either of them dies. Even if she lives separately, can claim maintenance on the grounds such as desertion when the person or the spouse is gone. Desertion, let me explain it again. Desertion is a type of the separation where a spouse has left without intention of coming back. Cruelty, physical or the emotional harm caused to either of the spouse. Leprosy is a kind of defect in one spouse like a bacterial infection or unsoundness mind. Disability is leprosy. Bigamy, when a person marries another spouse within the lifetime of the first spouse, means he has not gotten the divorce from the first spouse and he has married the other spouse also. Husband conversion to another religion without her consent. So these are the grounds where a wife is entitled to divorce. Code of Criminal Procedure (CRPC) stipulates women means give money to women either divorced or separated but not remarried. If the woman has remarried, Now he cannot claim the money from his back husband. Is entitled to maintenance. A married woman can also claim maintenance if she lives apart due to her husband's desertion, cruelty, leprosy, bigamy, or conversion to another religion without her consent. These are the cases. So the person must maintain his wife if she is unable to maintain herself. The maintenance responsibility also extend to his illegitimate or legitimate minor child. Here it is not talking about wife, now they are talking कि husband जो है it is only duty of the husband not the wife क्योंकि ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ word use ਕੀਤਾ his कि ਉਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ maintain ਕਰਨਾ ਹੋਊਗਾ whether married or unmarried. If unable to maintain himself and his parents ਨੂੰ ਵੀ maintain ਕਰਨਾ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਅਗਰ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ maintain ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ। ਤਾਂ ਇਹਦਾ ਗੋਲ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਮੇਨਟੇਨੈਂਸ ਲੌਸ ਦਾ ਕਿ ਡੈਸਟੀਟਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਪੋਵਰਟੀ 'ਚ ਨਾ ਜਾਣ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਇਲੈਜੀਟਿਮੇਟ ਚਾਈਲਡ ਆ ਤੇ ਹੈਨਾ ਤੇ ensure individual are financially dependent on their spouse are provided with adequately ठीक है the provision for maintenance helps to maintain the economic balance and fairness within family relationship recognizing the contribution of the dependent spouse to the family unit. This legal framework supports dependent spouse in maintaining a standard of the living that reflects their previous lifestyle, ensuring that they do not suffer due to the breakdown of the marital relationship. The detailed regulation under the both Hindu and Muslim law underscore importance of this provision in upholding social justice and equity in familial relationship. Here the passage is done. जो last paragraph see was not important from the legal point of view. So let us get into the questions. So the question here says, Nikhil, a freelance graphic designer, has been financially dependent on his wife, Priya, a successful corporate lawyer. Throughout the 7 years of the marriage, as they go through divorce proceedings, Nikhil seeks maintenance, arguing that he cannot immediately sustain the lifestyle they enjoyed during their marriage due to his fluctuating income. Priya contends that Nikhil is capable of supporting himself, given his profession and age. He is just lazy to do it. Should the court grant maintenance? Here, what happening in this case is so here we will get to the facts ठीक है निखिल freelance graphic industry has been financially dependent on his wife ठीक है यही क्वेश्चन ਚ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੋਇਆ it is not the Nikhil point of view however Priya contends that Nikhil is can support himself he is just lazy ਆਪਾਂ Priya ਦੇ point of view ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਚ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਿ Nikhil is dependent so the answer would be yes court would maintain Nikhil so the correct answer is A option yes maintenance aims to ensure financially spouse receives support. Other question. After 10 years of marriage, Aisha files for divorce from her husband who has been the sole breadwinner. Aisha, who manages household duties and childcare, seeks maintenance. She argues that her needs include not only basic essentials like food, shelter, but also the comforts they were accustomed to. Should the court consider this additional constructs as her maintenance? So the answer here would be option number A because the comforts are also stated in the maintenance. Here I'll give you a review. It for the basic needs of the petitions. One sec on the income. Here food, shelter, clothing and other comforts. That's why answer would be option number A. Ravi, a senior engineer earning 1,50,000 per month, separated from his wife. Meera, after 10 years of marriage, they two have two children, 7 and 9. They are minors, so they would be married. During divorce proceeding, the question of the child support comes up. Meera, who is a part-time yoga instructor, only earns this much. She requested 50,000 rupees per month as child support to cover education, healthcare and general living, asserting that this amount is necessary to maintain standard of living similar to what the children had during marriage. Ravi argued that amount is excessive given his expenses and liability which include a home loan, care for her elderly parents, which are falling most likely sound option based on the principle that amount of the maintenance depend on the earner income and the dependent needs. ਸੋ ਅਰਨਰ ਦੀ ਜੋ ਲਾਇਬਿਲਿਟੀ ਆ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੰਸੀਡਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਾਊਗਾ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਅਰਨਰ ਇਨਕਮ ਤੇ dependent person needs are reasonable. Earner income is also good. So yes, yes, because rupees 50,000 is reasonable amount given the high cost of living with children, which lines what a rational people deem to have to for a normal life. So option number A is the correct. Neeta and Ajay have been married for 15 years and residing in Delhi. Ajay, a successful entrepreneur, converted another religion 2 years ago without Neeta consent, subsequently leading to a strained relation, with Neeta moving out to live with her parents last year. Neeta, who has been a homemaker throughout the marriage, has struggled financially since separation. Ajay, while supportive initially, stopped providing financial assistance 6 months ago. Now, Neeta seeks maintenance from Ajay. Can Neeta successfully claim maintenance? Yes, Neeta can claim maintenance on the grounds that Ajay has converted the religion. Lata and Vivek, married for 8 years, residing in Mumbai, began facing marital difficulties in early 2023. Lata is a school teacher, Vivek is a freelance graphic designer, have one child aged 5. As tensions escalated, Lata filed for divorce, citing irreasonable differences and simultaneously petitioned for the interim defense maintenance for herself and her child. Given Vivek's inconsistent income for finalizing, Vivek contests the divorce, arguing that the marriage cannot be salvaged without the counseling. The court proceedings draw out, and by July 24, no final decision has been made on her divorce and maintenance. During this, when Vivek doesn't provide any financial support to Lata or their child, Lata claims that she should have received the interim maintenance from the date she filed the petition. Is she entitled to receive interim maintenance until the resolution of the suit, regardless of the ongoing proceedings? Now again, ethics and laws are two different things. You don't have to think about the moral value, emotional things. Yes, he should have received the interim maintenance. So the answer would be option number D, because there are no other grounds that are mentioned in our passage. Vikram is a freelance journalist in Pune, fathered a child, Arav, during a brief relationship with Maya, who is a part-time teacher. Arav, now 6 years old, was acknowledged by Vikram at birth but has been raised solely by Maya due to the recent economic downturn. Maya's teaching hours were reduced, significantly lowering her the income. Concerned about the RL's running increasing educational and healthcare needs which can go longer afford, Maya files for child support against Vikram. Vikram, while not wealthy, has a stable income that comfortably exceeds Maya's current earnings. Is Vikram legally obligated to provide maintenance for the heir? Answer here is option number C. Yes, because the Vikram as the father is responsible for maintenance of his minor illegitimate child who cannot maintain himself. Here our question and the passage is completed. Will guys meet you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.